Manchester United versus Manchester City. Before we start, I just want to thank everyone for supporting my channel, liking, commenting, subscribing, just doing what you can to promote it. It means a lot. So yeah, let me get into it. Since I knew this game was calling off, I've not been too sure what the result's going to be. I thought getting a draw would be the best, 0-0. I thought it was going to be like a boring game, but 0-0 I'd have been happy with. Getting closer to the game, I'm still not feeling confident, but I'm thinking we could win it because when our back's against the door, especially Ollie, pulls something out the bag. But still not confident. Getting closer to the game, my belly's just feeling funny. I'm thinking, oh, I don't want another Tottenham win. I mean Tottenham defeat. I'm just hoping it. But I just knew he was going to part double seeing the lineup. But my belly's still not good. Mum offering me dinner. I'm like, nah, Mum, I'll eat it there. The game kicked off. From the first second, I seen like the team just had fire in their step. Pressing. Luke Shaw and Bissaka pressing. Fred McTominay pressing. Bruno pressing. Martial pressing. Then eventually plays off. Rashford wins the ball. Or was it Fred? Fred wins the ball, gives it to Rashford. Rashford's running at him. He gives it to Martial. Martial skips past one. Jesus, I don't know what he was doing. He's on forward watch really, because I think City get a better striker than him. He's good for the national team, but I think compared to like the strikers they've had, there might not have been the 6 strikers, but elite level strikers, I don't think he's up there. He's still young. Could get there one day, but nah, not for me. He's not on a Aguero level. Well, I don't see it. But anyway, he gives away the penalty. Guess he steps up to take it. Hernandez. Wanna call him that? If he gets called that name all season, I don't mind. Keep giving us penalties. I want to hear that name more. Don't mind. You know what? It's inevitable. He's gonna bang it. Bottom left. Keeper gets a hand to it, but there's too much pace on the ball. 1-0. Nice. Good start. If we play like this for the whole game, we're gonna beat City. Probably like 3-0 at half time. But who am I kidding? It's City. They keep control of the game. Putting pressure on us. Pressure. I'm thinking they're gonna score. But do you know what? The defence and midfield, they held it down. There was no gaps. They had a couple of half chances. Sterling, Mahrez in their back pockets. One the second Shaw's back pockets. Didn't do nothing. I thought it'd be a tough game. No, I didn't. I just thought that they'd keep it in the midfield and just bully Lindelof. But I think like European type games with the balls on the floor, moving about, is okay. Especially, and there was no spacing behind, so it's like a European game. Do you know what I mean? We get into half time, 1-0. Tight game, but I'm happy. The whole team's putting a good performance. You know what, City? I think I could get 3. I was being silly. Come on. But to go and winning 1-0. A lot of teams don't even score against City first, let alone go when they look at home to them as well. Like Man City's defenders, they get so much clean sheets that they get headers as well. They score goals. So it's peak. We'll go on to the second half. The onslaught continues. They're just piling pressure on, but we're doing well. De Bruyne put some good balls in. Rodri hits the top of the crossbar post. But it's really half chances shooting outside the box. As long as they're shooting there and it's not De Bruyne, I don't mind. But I was surprised Pep didn't play like another midfielder in there. That's what he normally does, or put Sterling up front, keeping the ball, and not playing Kyle Walker against a counter-attacking team. He was feeling himself today. He just wanted to control the game. I don't know what. I'm really interested to hear his press conference, say what he say after the game. The first half, the best performance, I'd say, Luke Shaw, Martial. Wan-Bissaka wasn't too much in there, but Martial and Luke Shaw. You know it's a good day when you know you've heard what's a good win. You want them to get the ball more than your wingers. Like I was happy. I was like, give the ball to Luke Shaw, every time. Over Rashford, because Luke Shaw just carried the ball. When he's got the ball, he creates it and he does something with the ball. He keeps the ball. And Martial, every time he received the ball on his chest, he brought it down, knocked it off. In tight spaces, he kept the ball. That's all I ask. Just keep the ball a bit, especially against City, because they was moving the ball left and right, tiring us out. But we cut to our shit. Well, I'm surprised. I suppose against half of the team, 3/3 of the team behind the ball, it's kind of hard to break us down. But City got the quality to do it, so fair play to us. We'll keep in shape. Second half begins. Onslaught continues. I'm doing really well. Roger hits the crossbar. They haven't really had much chances. Had some decent shots, but nothing threatening. Dean Henderson gets the ball, throws it out to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw's like on the best left back in the league. It must be in his head, drilled in his head. So he gets the ball, drills the ball at the pitch, runs with it. Does a little 1-2, Rashford bangs it in, bottom right. Sorry. I was watching an interview with him. I can't remember if it was with Harry Pinero or I can't remember who he was with, but he asked Luke Shaw who's the best striker, who's the best finishers in the team. He said the usuals: Greenwood, Cavani, Martial, Rashford. He said all of those, but he put himself up there. When he said it, I thought it was kind of taking the mick, but I see he strikes the ball clean. That's all I like. But today shows it. He's putting his money where his mouth is. So banged it bottom right. 2-0. I'm thinking this day is great. Arsenal lost points. Liverpool lost to Fulham. But 11 points behind Man City, but the only thing that can make that better is if I win the lottery, because anything I could have wanted out in a football result has happened. The only thing that could make it better now is Tottenham lose, but we'll see. For the rest of the game, we didn't really have much chances. Oh, Martial, probably the biggest chance. He should have banged it, but I can't excuse him. He's not scored a goal in ages. We lose that touch. As a striker, you need to get a goal, but we don't really give away. If we get a penalty, I don't think Bruno is going to give it to Martial to take it. Do you know what I mean? Unless we're winning 3-4, then he might think about it. But Bruno, he likes his goals and assists. And Martial just needs to get a goal and find his form. Foden came on for City, changed the game different. City had more fluidity. He had a chance, touched it, swooped. I thought it was a goal. He didn't bang it. Another day he scores. Another day Sterling scores that chance. Had two really. One from Kyle Walker, one from De Bruyne's header. De Bruyne's cross onto his head. Another day, even another striker, if Fede Guerrero, 2 goals. But today was our day. The game is finished. I'll do the player rating now. The whole team, a round of applause. No one apart from Fred. Fred let me down a little bit, but when I get to him, I get to him. Dean Henderson. He showed us today what he's been banging the door about, what he's been telling Ali. That he's come from Sheffield United and he doesn't want to sit on the bench. He's come to be a first team starter. Come to show the hair that he might have been a good keeper, but you're not gonna be number one forever. And then and hopefully he's watching, and hopefully that pushes each other to get push each other to get to the next level. But yeah, I'll give him. He didn't really have much to do, but what he did do looked assured. Stepped in. I don't know, maybe because I haven't watched him enough week in, week out to feel 100% comfortable, but when there's a cross in the box, even though he's not a big presence, he makes the box his own, and that's what I like about him. Instead of the hair coming out, even though the hair does deal with it sometimes, he just looks uncomfortable. Dean Henderson looks assured, he just keeps it. It's always looking, it looks comfortable. I'm sure that helps the back four. The centre backs, Lindelof. He did well today. He didn't really have to do much. Just keep his shape, keep the ball, move the ball. He didn't really. I don't think he put a foot wrong, but he didn't really have much to do. I'd give him a 5, being average. Because we all won today, I give one a 6. So I'll start off with Lindelof. I'll just give him an average 6. I don't know. I can't really remember much about Lindelof. Maybe if you do, just let me know in the comments. Tell me what you think about his performance. Maguire. I could, since the beginning, he was always talking to the ref, always talking. I don't know whether he's been reading the Instagram comments, Twitter comments saying he's not been talking, not vocal enough, or whatever, but I could see him shouting to the ref, put his foot in, put his head in. Every ball that came into the box, really, he got his head on, flicked it away, he dealt with it. Even though he still doesn't feel like a captain 100%, he showed that he's still got quality, stepping out with the ball through the city press, running with it, just taking some responsibility of the ball. That's what I need. And that's what I need to do. That's what I need from him more often. Wan-Bissaka. Raheem Sterling is a world-class winger. And to deal with him every single time. Because Sterling's he's played 18 games against United and he still hasn't scored against us. Maybe that's because he supports us and it was going to burn into score. You know what I mean? I don't know. But as long as it continues, I'm happy. I don't want Sterling to score. I don't want anyone to score. But Wan-Bissaka held him. You know what you're going to get from Wan-Bissaka. He still needs work on attacking me, offensively, but defensively is a brick wall, and there's a place for him in this squad. Even though some games I think to him, oh, this guy is a bit wacky, it's a bit funny there, but defensively he held him down. Luke Shaw, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka have to go to the Euros. People say there's too many right backs. There's Kyle Walker, there's Trippier, Trent, James. Even there's some unknown ones. I don't know if Justin from Leicester's English, but he can play left and right. I don't know if he's English though. Cash, he's quite good. England have a lot of good right backs, and depends what system Southgate's going to pick. But 100%, Luke Shaw has to go with the first team. No one can chat to him. Chilwell can't chat to him. Robertson right now can't chat to him, so let alone Chilwell. Who else is there? Who else is there for England? No one. In the Prem, no one can chat to him. It's probably top 5 in the world right now. Probably top 3. If you can name some fullbacks better than me, better than Luke Shaw, let me know in the comments. Who else? Not Fred. Normally, I praise Fred. He's consistent he's consistent when he's winning man of the matches. Not man of the matches, but you can see for the game what he's doing. Today, it was shown because we didn't really win the ball back as much. But when we did have the ball, moving the ball up the pitch, Fred, he just kept losing it, left, right, and centre. It's like he's playing for them. But he did win it. He did win the ball for us a couple of times, high up the pitch, but it counteracts itself because he lost the ball so many times. So with Fred, he either has to fix up his passing to an elite level, or we're gonna have to send him to the bench and try Donny. But you could see how much we missed Pogba today. I would like to see Donny there, just as the progressor. Now, I don't know if he can do the progressing job, but just to receive the ball in half turn with a number 6 there, keep the ball moving, and hopefully that fixes the team a bit more. But if Pogba leaves, that is one of the main things that we need to look at. But Fred, I know I said I would give everyone a 6, but I have to give him a 5. It's poor from him, to be fair. He's probably the worst player on the pitch, even though I normally think he's one of our best players. McTominay, he helped Aaron Bissaka out a lot. Even though I didn't really need it, but that's what you want from your CDM. Just a bit of support. When show me inside, you're gonna have your sentiment there. He didn't have an amazing performance, but I don't think it was shit. He just did his job. Yeah, he did his job. I'd give him a standard 6. Eventually I'd want someone better, because sometimes today we just need someone that can play through the lines, pick out the passes, and he wasn't the guy to do it today. He tried, bless him, but he wasn't the guy. Bruno, you know what he's saying today? It doesn't bother him that he's not scoring in the big games, even though he did mention the penalty against Tottenham. He got a penalty today. The draw is still out for him. In the big games, still out for him. But I'm happy he scored. He was putting off in the first 25 minutes, half an hour, pulling out tricks, flicks. When it works, it looks good, but when it doesn't, it just invites pressure on us because we're not keeping the ball. But you know, he's trying. Some of them did look good when doing little flicks, but sometimes just forcing it too much. Sometimes just keep the ball against it, hit the channels. That's where the wide men are at. Keep the ball. But it did drop back and help the midfielders and how it sprayed the ball. We just need someone that can actually do that for him not to drop that deep. But Bruno, I'd give him a 7. He scored the goal. You can't knock him. Rashford, he got a big knock. Tracking back, him and Dan James were tracking back constantly through the game. You know what you're getting from Rashford. He's going to try 100%. But I do feel for him because he's got that injury. And when he went down, I don't know how long he's going to be out for. but I hope it's not long term because we do need him. We haven't got the strong enough depth and the quality in the backup positions to replace him or for him not to be there. Dan James. Dan James. There's a lot to say and a lot to think about Dan James. Dan James. He's a squad player. He's end product. Well, not end product, his final decision. Like when we're playing football, you can see like when the team go to play on his side, they're hesitating, thinking, "Oh, should I pass it to him because he's gonna mess it up?" And that split second top level that costs you, and you can tell they don't really fully rate him 100%. But no, his defensive, he doubled up on Sterling. He didn't really help him, but just extra body back being there, yeah, it just puts the City player off, and they'll recycle it. I was giving a standard 6. He didn't do much, but like I said, he drove us up the pitch. Every time we needed a little bit of rest, he'd just get the ball, and when he puts his head down and just runs, I don't mind. He just needs to pick his head back up sometimes when he gets up the pitch and make the final ball. But he wasn't bought to be a first teamer. He was bought to be on the bench, and hopefully the board see that and we'll be splashing in the summer. Martial. What did I give Luke Shaw? Luke Shaw at 8. Martial at 8. It was kind of hard to separate it. I think I'd give Luke Shaw man of the match, but Martial, because he didn't score, I'd give him the low rating. If he scored, he would have got man of the match. But Luke Shaw, outstanding. Martial, you know what you're getting from him. Well, I know what I'm getting from him. I know what I'm looking for when I watch Martial. To hold the ball, to move it, to do what they're doing, to control the ball, look after it, bring the team up the pitch. Really, everyone thinks he's a Rashford, a Werner, wanting to get him behind a run, but that's not Martial's game. He's more of like a Berbatov type player to keep the ball. He's got a language style. He's got a language style where his facial expressions, he doesn't look bothered, but that's just how his body is. But he should have scored today. Don't get me wrong, but that will come. As long as he keeps playing like this, I don't mind. That's what he holds different from Cavani. If Cavani was playing today, I don't think he would have held the ball up or brought others into play. There's a time and a place for Cavani, but you need to see the qualities of Martial, what he brings to the team, and hopefully he picks it up now at the end of the season, because it looks like Rashford might be injured and Greenwood's not firing 100%. When he came on, I'll do the subs in a sec. Yeah, but we need Martial to start firing now. The subs, I'll say, oh yeah, I gave Martial at 8. And the subs, who came on? Williams, Greenwood. Who came on? Williams, Greenwood, Matic. Let's give him a 5. They didn't really have much. They didn't have time to do much. Yeah, they don't really have time to do much, so I won't really give it the Ali. Even though he's been saying that he doesn't want to play counter-attacking football, and that's not the football he's been playing. It worked today, but it's pretty foolish from City to play entire game. And it's like, we're away from home, we want a counter-attack, And that's just because you got Stones and what's his name? Ruben Diaz. We got Rashford. You know what I mean? You have to remember what players we got, do you know what I mean? What? Are they doing a good job? I wouldn't sack him. Even though I don't think he's the right man for the job, like I always say. I'll give him to the summer. Just to... Actually, yeah, give him to the summer. If he makes... He has to finish second for me to fully back him till next season. If he finishes scrapes fourth, doesn't win a cup, and I back him again, yeah, I'm not going to be a happy guy. But yeah, we got Milan next on Thursday. I'll do a team roundup preview, whatever you want to call it, on the Wednesday, just to keep you updated with what's happening. Yeah, thank you for the support. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and tune in for next time.